Today, I'll be taking you through the process, not really through the process, I'm just going to be explaining in the most simplest form how to make this trendy bubble skirt. Okay, this is the fabric. I use Adire. I use soft Adire for this. You can use whatever you want. Any fabric that is soft and flowy, that doesn't give this effect. You don't need something like very stiff or strong. Something like denim. You don't know that. You need a soft fabric so to have this feel, okay? So this is my fashion fabric. That is the Adire I'll be using. And to get the wideness of my skirt, I'm going to be multiplying. You can use your hip, you can use your waist measurement, okay? For this tutorial, I'm going to use my waist measurement multiplied by 3, okay? Times 30 times 3. But you can also make it your waist multiplied by 4. Depends on the volume you are going for. If you want it very full, then you can use 30 times 3. I mean your waist, okay? My waist is 30, that's what I'm saying 30. So if your waist is 35, whatever your waist is, you can multiply it by 4 if you want volume, if you want like real volume. Then for the length of my skirt, you're going to be using your desired length. I'm using 16 for mine. You can use 14, whatever length you want to use, whatever length you want to use for your skirt, okay? So that is from the waist to the length of the skirt, okay? I'm going to be using 16 for mine, okay? So the length of my skirt is 16. And to get this effect, okay, bubble skirt is full up and it's full down. To get this effect, this bubble effect down, you're going to be adding 6 inches to your skirt length. Okay, so my original skirt length is 16 plus 6, that's 22. So the total length I'll be using for this skirt is 22 inches. Okay, then you're going to minus 2 inches for the band. So what I'll be cutting for the length of my skirt is 20. Do you understand? Okay. So for the lining, this lining, because I lined it, what you're going to be using now, we won't use this measurement. This measurement is for only the fashion fabric. You're going to be using your waist, your full waist measurement. So my waist is 30, like I said earlier, 30 plus 5. I'm using elastic. So I want it to be able to pass the gets freely without any stress. So I'm going to be adding 5 extra inches to my waist. You can make it 7, you can even make it 30. You can even make it 10. Okay, that's 40. I'm going to be using 5 for mine, so that is 35 inches for the lining. Okay, you can see the lining is going to look smaller than the fashion fabric. That is Adire. So this is my line, for instance, and this is my Adire. You can see the lining is looking smaller than the Adire. That is how it's supposed to look like. And for the length of the skirt, I'm not going to use the 22 I use for my Adire. I'm going to be minusing that 6 inches. The 6 inches I added for this effect, I'm going to minus it for my lining. Yeah, for my lining length. I'm using that 6. I'm going to minus 6 or 7 from it because I want here to be full. Like I wanted to have that bubble effect very well. So I'm going to minus 7 from my lining. So that I got 15. Sorry, the Adire is wider and the lining in longer than the lining. So you can see the lining. The lining is shorter than the Adire. This is how it's going to look like. Okay. So I'm going to be notching the center part up and down. I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. I'm going to notch up and down. Okay. So when you are sewing this, you're going to be placing this notch like this. Okay. You're going to be starting with the down first. You need to start with the down so you can turn it in. So you're going to be sewing it like this. Then gather. You're going to gather it till it matches the lining. Okay. The same thing with the side. So till it gather till it matches the lining. Then you turn it. Okay. Then you turn it inside out. And when you do, it's going to squeeze like this. When you're done stitching, it's going to squeeze like this. Okay, this is how your skirt will be looking like this. Then you come to this part after joining your down and do the same thing. You're going to gather it so it matches with the lining. Then the elastic, your elastic is going to be your waist minus 3 inches. Okay, you're going to minus 3 inches from your waist. That is 27. Or you can actually put the elastic on your waist and move it around so it doesn't, so it's not too tight. Yeah, so it's not too tight and it's not too free. You can just put the measurement around your waist, and after that you can sew like how I joined it here. Okay,